we need. Everything we need. Nobody can do what God can do. He's mighty, mighty, mighty in every sense of the word. Lord, I just thank him. You know, day in and day out, there are miracles happening. We may not recognize them, but there's miracles. Every time you wake up, it's a miracle. We take so many things for granted because we're used to it. But all he has to do is crook his finger. You can't talk, can't walk, can't see, can't function. It's by his grace and his mercy that we are able to do what we do. We need to stop and start thanking him, because you don't know when your day is up. No, we get some false alarms at times, and things happen sometimes that you wonder, is this it? You know, every now and then I have that problem. Is this it? Not because I like to entertain the thought, but sometimes circumstances bring about situations. And I went through one last week. And I thought about it, but I knew what God said to me. He didn't bring me this far to leave me right now. So I had to get up and move in God's direction, which brought me to today's topic. God provides rest from troubles. You know, we're living in a day, it seems that there's no rest for the weary. Everywhere we go, on every angle, when we get up, we sit down, there's worry, worry, worry. We have bills to be paid. You know, some people worrying about paying rent, mortgages, car payment. Some folks just trying to put some food on the table for their children. Worry, worry, worry. In other words, we get tired, we get worn out, we get burned out on religion. So folks get hooked up in religion. Religion's not going to get you anywhere. God, Christ. No, we need to get off this denomination. And no. God is the one. The Bible tells me in Matthew 11:28-30, it says, in the King James Version, come to me, all who labored and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle, lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. No, when I read that, I begin to think all the things that's going on. What it says in layman terms is, come to me, get away with me. You will recover from life. I will show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me. Work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythm of grace. Grace. You know, sometimes we think it's all happening because of you. It's grace and mercy. You know, and I said, Lord, I thank you for that. Then I went around and I started thinking, and I said, well, let me go a little further. And I went to Psalm 37:7. And it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prosper in his way. In other words, what he's saying is rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for him to act. Don't be envious of evil men and women who prosper. You know, sometimes we look at people and they seem to be doing better than you. They seem to have it all together. You know, they're wearing the latest style. They're driving the best. They have rings and all this on. But you don't know what happened that night when they lay down. You don't know if there's any rest or peace within them. All you know is that what you see. People with a lot of toys. You know, they have all kind of cars and computers, iPods, and smartphones, and all this. And you say, oh, I wish I had that. But do you know what they did to get it? You know what they're doing to keep it? No. No, what you have to understand is this. Stop being concerned with somebody moving up. Bless them. If someone got a bigger house than you got, okay. You know, I know people have 5 or 6 bedrooms. How many can you sleep in? You know? People have 2 or 3 cars. How many can you drive at one time? It looks good, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So I stopped being concerned with someone who seems to be doing better than me. I say this, and it makes it seem a little strange and silly, but I remember the day when I didn't have it. I don't have much now, but I really didn't have it. When I finished with my paycheck, I had maybe sometime $1 left over. But I promised my mother, when my father passed, that every time I get paid, she would get paid. And I made it a bill, because if I can put money to pay all of the other companies, and here's a woman that all I know was living right, I never seen my mother do anything that brought shame to her husband, to her family, or her children. And so I said, well, I'm going to make sure she get paid. And she never knew. Sometimes I didn't even have $1 left. Sometimes I wanted to get full, I had to get some Kool-Aid and popcorn. But I didn't let her know. Because I knew that God is the one that provided. And what did he do? He brought me from a mighty long way. I think about that, which brings me to Exodus 33 and 14. And he said, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. You understand what he said? My presence. And I looked at it in another term. My presence will go with you. I will see you through this journey that you're on. What he said? My presence will go with you, and I will see the journey. Well, I will see the journey. I will see the journey to the end. Don't tell me what he can't do. He didn't tell you, well, I'm going to let you go down 5 blocks or 10 miles or 40 miles, or I'm going to walk with you. I will see you to the end. So don't get all excited because things are not working that way. You don't know God's plan. You don't know what God wants to do with you. Sometimes you got to go through something. Some of us are milquetoast. We can't go to nothing. Every time we get a little headache, oh, Lord, especially men. Men are the biggest babies I ever known in my life. Women can go through everything. Work 2 or 3 jobs, raise the kids, pay the grocery on $30 a week. You making $150, and you got to go to her to get money to go to work on Monday. That's a shame. That's a shame. But don't give up. Don't give up. God said, you're on a journey, and I will see you to the end of this journey. You know, he didn't tell you it's going to be a smooth path. He didn't tell you that something's not going to run in the way. He's not going to tell you that people are not going to lie on you. He didn't say any of that. He said, what? I will be with you on this journey, not halfway on the journey. All the way on this journey. To the end. Not almost to the end, as old folks used to say, 99 and not 100. He said, I will see you to the end. And I'm here to tell you, the end ain't here. People I heard this morning that somebody said the 21st of this month is the end of the world. Don't anybody in TV land or here give away what you already got. Because whoever told that lie don't know. Because the Bible says what? Jesus don't even know the time. No man knows. He said, well, there are going to be wars and rumors of wars, right? He said, what? But that's not the end. Children will turn against their parents. Men will become lovers of themselves. He said, well, what? That's not the end. There'll be men calling fire from the heaven. That's not the end. No man knows. So when somebody tell you start giving away your money, give it to me. You just don't know what to do with it, give it to me. Because on the 21st of this month, I hope and pray to get up and have breakfast on the 22nd. We know that man gonna say, I miscalculated. You the fool to believe it in the first place. God have you on a journey. Some of you are twisting and turning right now. You don't know what you should do. Should I, I need to go to school. I need to think about doing this. And listen, talk to God before you do anything. I had a situation this week that confused me. I got bad news from the doctor. All his reports were bad. And I sit there and try to compose myself. I said, don't get shook up. But I knew that this is not what God promised me. And he told me everything was this and this, that, and I said, okay.